You're talking to me.
Oh.
Okay, so what is the math goal that you want to have?
Multiplication.
Okay, so what steps are we going to take to achieve? Like, what do you want to achieve? Because multiplication is a lot, right? So, like, let's think about what we've mastered already and, like, what we need to continue mastering, right?
Yes.
Okay, so what have you mastered already?
Arrays.
Arrays, okay, good. That's a strategy.
Tragedy.
Strategy. I can't say it. My accent is fine. You know what I mean, right?
Yes.
Okay. So you have, do you know all your 1 times tables? 1 times 1?
1.
1 times 2? Okay, so we got to work on it, right? If you don't have it mastered, that's still something you have to work on because you can't get to the next step until you have 1 before it mastered, right?
Yes.
So let's start with the 1. So that's small. So then that means we have to work extra hard on that so we can move to the 2, then the 3, then the 4, and the 5, right?
Yes.
Right? And then we can work on our strategies to like which ones are going to help us also solve the problem. So we have arrays. So what else do you want us to know by heart? Like, I have this down packed, I don't need no help.
Bigger numbers.
Bigger numbers. All right. So it makes sense that we're starting with small ones, right?
Yes.
Okay. So then what could we do each week, or at least for this week, to master our 1 times tables?
Doing arrays, repeated addition, not drawing pictures.
Oh, drawing. You got all of these strategies, right? Do you want to know them by heart, or do you just want to master strategies to get to them?
Know them by heart.
Know them by heart? Okay. So then what are we going to do? What do we have to do to start practicing or start getting to a point where we have them done by heart? What's one thing we can do?
One thing we can do is that we can use arrays to help us.
Yeah. What can Kiana do? Better said, sorry. What can Kiana do to make sure she's going to master this? She's going to memorize them. She's going to know them by heart.
Doing math facts, and when you go wrong, you can write them down, repeat it.
Exactly. You're going to practice and you're going to keep writing them down, especially when you're at home, right? Because you get the work here. But your free time at home is a really good time to like grow your brain, right?
Yes.
And to like make sure that you're remembering all the stuff that you did at school. What's another thing you can do? The big old H word.
Help.
Ask for help, yes. And
Homework.
that's another thing we've been working on, right? That's another one of your goals, is to like really do your homework. So another way you can practice is by doing your
Homework.
We can also talk to Miss Green about like making sure she slips in a little bit more practice in there with your 1 time tables. So that way you can practice that. Have extra practice at home. But you have to hold yourself accountable. If you don't do it, you're not gonna remember it. You're not gonna know it. I can do it for you, but that's not gonna help you, right?
No.
So like when you get home, practicing it at home is huge. What can you do in class to make sure that you're gonna start learning these things?
Stay in class.
Stay in class. What else?
Stay in class. Not being a follower.
Not being a follower, being a leader. What's one of the things we talked about with self-love? Like how are you showing that you're growing your brain and loving yourself?
I'm growing my brain about self-love because self-love makes me love myself.
Makes you love yourself, right? But when you're growing your brain, how are you gonna show that you're loving yourself when you're growing your brain? So we stay in class, that was one of them, right?
Yes.
Listening to the teacher, that was another one. What else do we have to do in class to make sure that we're growing our brain and being responsible for ourselves?
Not walking out.
Now walking out of class. And when you're in class and you're sitting down at your desk and we're giving instructions, what are you doing?
Not listening.
Not listening? That's gonna help you grow your brain?
Oh.
The opposite.
Listening.
Listen.